Hi, Patrick. Thanks for taking the time to do this today. Just give us your thoughts on signing David Kampf and any update you can have on how quickly he might be in your lineup.
Yeah, thanks. Good morning. We When this became available that David was terminating his contract in Toronto and went on waivers there, I had talked to his agent. I had talked to Toronto prior to this. David has been a player that our scouting staff had followed over the years and liked what he brings. And for us, finding a way to manage the cap number to get him in, and also for us to upgrade or centerize with a more experienced guy, very detailed defensively and a penalty killer. We were very pleased that David chose to come to Vancouver here. He traveled today, so I don't. He's not going to be in the lineup tonight or in the afternoon here. There is a possibility for tomorrow.
And you touched on it briefly there, but what are the elements of his game you like, particularly the face-off winning ability, the penalty killing ability seem to be something that your group could really use some help with right now?
Yes, and I think also the experience. If you're looking down the lineup, I think our young guys have taken steps and played well. But I think in the game, you need an experienced guy. With him having 500 plus games, very reliable. The communication here with Adam and what Adam seen in David and the familiarity here, we felt that he will upgrade or line up, and then it's up to the coach how to use him and where to play him here.
We'll go to Ben Kuzma, Post Media.
Hey Patrick, good morning or good afternoon, I guess, for you. Curious about Kampf in the sense of you've got three unrestricted free agent centers after this season. Is there a possibility here for a longer fit with Kampf just than the remainder of this season, depending on how things play out?
Yeah, morning, Ben. Definitely. I think David has been a very reliable player in the league, and I mean, for me, the integrity and character of a player that terminating his contract in order to stay in the league, and I'm sure he wants to prove to everybody that he belongs in the league, and he's still 30 years old. So my hope is that this is something that could be a potential long-term fit for us, for both sides.
Patrick, do you have any indication on the condition of Quinn Hughes for today?
He is a game time decision, but yeah, I'll leave it like that. But that's he's a game time decision.
Jeff Patterson, Canucks Army.
Hi, Patrick. Just following on that, you're going to need to make a roster move to get David on the active roster. When does that have to happen if he's not going to play today? Like, can you push that to tomorrow? And have you made the corresponding roster move yet?
We have not. Yes, we've got to make a decision here after the game and make the roster move that is needed to open up a roster spot for David for tomorrow. So we'll talk after the game here with my coach and my staff.
And I would assume, and that's all I can do at this point, but we'll wait. I mean, it's Adam's choice, obviously, how he deploys a guy like Kampf when he's available. But Lucas Reichel hasn't worked out as a center. And I would assume then that means he probably can shift to the wing here. How do you look at the 11 games that he's played? There hasn't been much of a bottom line, but do you think there's more of a player there if he gets a chance to play on the wing and not worry about the responsibilities that come with the middle of the ice?
Well, I think Lucas is still very young and very highly skilled, talented player. I don't know if it's really fair to judge him here after the 11 games at center ice when he didn't play much center in the National Hockey League. I think it's up to us and the staff here to continue to work with him and obviously what he brings with the speed and the skill set, being a hybrid guy that can play both wing and in the middle, both wing and in the middle. I think there's definitely tools there. So we're excited, and we'll continue to work with him. And as I said, it's up to Adam how we want to utilize his roster and players. And I think at times Lucas has shown his ability to carry the puck through the neutral zone and setting up plays. But in order for us here to win games, it's up to Adam how he wants to manage his roster.
Adam Kierszenblat, The Hockey News.
Good morning, Patrick. Just curious, from your perspective and the team perspective, is Elias Pettersson, he's among the league leaders in faceoffs, and is bringing in David Kampf used as kind of a relief to get him a little bit more offensive time, as well as get somebody who at the NHL level has proven that they can win faceoffs at a consistent rate?
Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, that's what David has shown in the league, that he's a very reliable player, strong on faceoff, and particularly strong on faceoff on the kill there. So definitely helps with the ice time and starting in D zones. To your point, for Elias there too.
And just on your center depth, recently Adam Foote was asked about Hedl and whether he was in Vancouver, and the answer was he's in and out. Are you able to give a little bit more perspective or a little bit more details on what is going on with Hedl, and if he's in Vancouver, or if he's traveling other places for recovery?
He's been in Vancouver. Adam must have probably misunderstood the question. I don't know if he was answering if he was in the rink or not, but he's been in Vancouver the whole time, and he's actually skating, and he's trending and feeling better. So he hasn't been anywhere else, and he's around the players when we're in Vancouver.
Danny Janauer, Global.
Hey there, it's Ryan from Global here. Just wondering if you can give any update on the status of Teddy Bluger.
Teddy is back in Vancouver and skating. I would, at this point, still would have him week to week. He's getting closer. Again, we're going to be traveling back on Tuesday, so I think it's too early to know if he's going to participate in the practice on Wednesday or not.
And we'll take a final follow-up question from Jeff Patterson.
We'll stay on the injury front. Thatcher Demko, the day after he was hurt the other night, there was a report of 2 to 3 weeks, but that was not from the hockey club. You've had a few days to evaluate and I imagine get him some treatment. Does 2 to 3 weeks fall within sort of the guidelines that the hockey club imagines, or is there an update you can provide?
I wouldn't. I think it's hard. I would say week to week, so that could be in the timeline. Yeah.